back to another Game Week predictions on the second channel. Make sure you subscribe here. There's only 4 games this week, but we're still going to go through them, aren't we, Dad?
We are, Theo. First of all, thank you
Yeah.
for my birthday surprise.
Ooh.
Everyone watch that video because it's amazing.
What is the best game this weekend, Dad? Because we need to crack into it.
There are 4 great games, but last week, Theo, 8 points to you, 9 points to the brilliant Casper Lee, 13 points to Thogdad. It's over, isn't it?
I need a massive comeback. I don't know what to do anymore.
First one is Burnley against Brentford. It's 19th against 15th. These are the 2 teams, Theo, with the worst form in the league. 1 point in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Burnley, great goal from David Fofana, but they threw it away against West Ham, didn't they?
Yeah, Dacho did so well with that first strike, but the problem was you go 2 goals up, away from home, you got to hold out that game. If you want to survive in the Premier League and you're up 2-0, you can't bottle it. And it's now made a total of 20 points drop from winning positions for Burnley. That's more than anybody else in the league. Clearly, we know what the problem is.
The other problem, Theo, is they score less than 1 goal every game.
May I add, that West Ham Burnley game was crazy. 2-2 draw. Both teams could have won at the end. West Ham were pummeling shots at James Trafford. Did you see how many chances Danny Ings was having?
He was amazing. He could have got 3 or 4 goals, couldn't he, in the last few minutes? Talk to me about Brentford, because against Arsenal, they had a game plan and they nearly came away with a point. I think Brentford have got the better side. It's going to be Burnley 1, Brentford 2.
It's been bad form for Burnley. They've got 1 draw and 4 loss in their last 5 games. And if Brentford go on to do the double, it's the first time they've done that since 1934-35. They haven't won in the Premier League era at Burnley ever, Dad. Burnley 1, Brentford 2.
Right, Burnley, Brentford. Obviously, Burnley have been struggling, but Brentford have as well a little bit. So I think it's going to be close. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Luton against Nottingham Forest, 18th against 17th.
Wow.
This is a colossal relegation battle because Luton are 3 points behind Forest. But what we have to talk about is that game against Bournemouth. You're 3-0 up at half-time, 3 points in the bag, you lose 4-3.
That simply never happens in the Premier League. To go 3 goals up at half-time and to bottle it. I know they're away from home. I'm just so upset for Rob Edwards, Dad. Every game he fights, and he just seems to miss out. I think that's 5 losses from 7 games. It's not good enough. In this form, they're going down.
They are playing some good football at times. Ross Barkley has been a revelation. He's back to his best.
Yeah.
But what about Nottingham Forest? Only just narrowly lost to Brighton, Theo. They've stopped scoring goals over the last couple of games.
Every match they've played recently has been a big game, and they've been conceding last minute. At one stage in the last match, their owner was on the pitch. I don't know how the VAR decisions are going against them, or they don't see clear penalties. I do feel bad for them, but maybe that will be the kick in their teeth, the fire in their belly to go out there and win this game.
Absolutely, Theo. I reckon this will be a close one, and I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
What's interesting with Luton is there's 7 straight league games without a win, but there are actually only 5 teams in the Prem that have scored more goals than them. So the problem is clear. It's obviously they're conceding too many. This time round, I'm sitting on the fence. A 2-2 draw, loads of goals. We see that every week with the Luton team, don't we?
We do. Now, what do you think?
Massive Forest fan here. They've been unlucky. We've been unlucky with our last few results. Relegation 6-pointer, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go 2-1 Forest. Not being biased, but I genuinely think we will win.
Fulham against Tottenham Hotspur is 12th against 5th. It's West London against North London. Now, Fulham, Theo, at Molineux. More shots, more possession, more passes, but they lost to Wolves, Theo.
Yeah, it's not a good result for them, is it?
It isn't.
They're back at home, which is what they want, because they've won 8 matches of their last, of their total 10 Premier League games. It's been at Craven Cottage. So this is where they want to be if they want to get results. The problem is they're playing high-flying Tottenham, the team that went to Villa away and hammered them. And if they win again, they've got their eyes on top 4, don't they?
They do, Theo, but the last 16 games that Fulham have played against Spurs, they have lost 14 of them. The omens are not good, are they?
Well, let's talk about Fulham. Let's break it down. They've got some quality. We know Willian's doing well. Rodrigo Muniz, the Brazilian duo. Rodrigo has scored in the last 3 games. He's got the score sheet. So he could do it again. He could do the damage, couldn't he, Dad?
He could. On their day, Fulham are very good. Now, we know the thing about Spurs, Theo. They have got goals in them. They're going to come at you.
For me, I look at it on paper. Who needs it more in the Premier League right now? Who's on fire? I think Tottenham are. Out of anyone, right now, who would come up against every side and give it a right go? Ange Postecoglou's team. They've scored in all of their opening 27 matches this season, which is a record that they set back in 1950-51 year. And I think if they want to kick on for top 4, they have to win again. Fulham 1, Spurs 3 is my prediction.
2-1 to the Spurs.
Ooh, I like that you're going different. That could be points for me. Let's go over to you guys setting your prediction.
Charlton back at least on the bench. I think Big Ange, he's got his work cut out for him against Fulham, but I still think they'll get the 3 points over the line. I think Tottenham will win this game. 3-1 we'll go for.
And last but not least, it's West Ham United against Aston Villa. It's 7th against 4th. These are two teams with their eyes on Europe this season and next. This season, Theo, both of them have been brilliant in Europe.
I know, they have. I think it actually adds to their Premier League form. They're going to be fired up.
Yeah.
Both of the sides are winning, and they smashed it. One 5-0, one 4-0, both at home. They didn't have to travel. Coming into this game, there could be goals.
And I tell you what, Theo, you've said it already. I'm going to say it again. Mo Kudus. What
Baller.
an incredible goal.
I feel like just going back here and sitting on there and doing the Mo Kudus celebration right now.
Oh, that was
fires me up.
Brilliant, wasn't it? But you know what? West Ham in the league, they got a draw against Burnley. Not a great result, but 7 points in the last 3 games. I call that form. And also, they've got a very good record at home against Aston Villa. 1-4, drawn 4 of the last 8.
Very interesting point, Dad. But Ollie Watkins will be wanting to prove to Gareth Southgate, get me in that Euros squad.
But what disappointed me in that last game, Theo, was the fact that John McGinn got that red card. And for me, it was like an orange card or a red card. He got angry, didn't he, Theo?
I feel like you're leading towards a West Ham win here. John McGinn missing is a big call.
It is.
We have to remember that.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think this is going to be a cracker.
I'm going to go 2-2 as well.
Ooh.
I think there's goals here. Villa, they know how to beat West Ham this season, but you cannot write off the Hammers at London Stadium.
Right, you've heard our predictions. What do you think?
Thanks, guys, for having me on. I'm going to give my West Ham Aston Villa predictions. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be 4 goals, and I am going to say 3-2 to Aston Villa.
This is the second channel. I want 5,000 likes. I don't even care if it's Thogdad 2.
Absolutely no chance. 5,000 likes, dear. You've not got that support.
You've not met the TDL. Smash it, guys, and enjoy the FA Cup Premier League. See you in a bit.